Clayton.
TJ guy didn't play at all on Saturday. What's his status? And then what did you like when you watched the film from the edge players specifically?
Yeah, TJ's fine. Just using a game plan, a heavy run team, and so we wanted some bigger bodies in there on that, but no issues with TJ. And he understands it. He's a complete team player, and all good with it. I thought the edge guys, they're getting better every week. I don't want to get out over my skis and say elite, but when you look at that room and you see number 8, you see number 1, you see number 9, occasionally you see 23, you see number 4, you see 33. I don't know. It's not the best. It's awful close to it, right? Deep experience, twitchy, good football players, and very, very selfless kids.
We'll stay on the left there with Chris.
Got to ask about Rod Moore. Sharon said he might play last week. Is any chance that he plays this week? And then also your 2 offensive guards. You can say it.
Can I discuss any of that?
Yeah, I think you could.
Rod is really progressing well, and we're going to arm wrestle after this. But
Okay.
Rod's progressing well. Could have played this past week, but I really think you'll see Rod this week in Nebraska. And the 2 guards, you're talking about Gio and Brady.
Yeah.
We think there's a real good chance Brady will be back. And practicing this week and back. And Gio's going to be a little bit longer,
Okay.
but we'll return a couple of weeks.
Come over here to the right. Where's Austin? Yep, there, Austin.
Biff, can you just describe how you initially got connected with Michigan football and what's brought you back here again?
Well, as you know, I was a high school coach for a long time, and Michigan was always recruiting our players, and my son Henry played here, and when Jim Harbaugh came in, this is a hilarious story actually. I'm in my house. We have a kind of a little church group Bible study on Wednesday night, and I leave my phone with my daughter. I said, only interrupt me if it's one of the children. There's blood involved. She comes down and she says, "There's a guy named Jim Harbaugh on the phone." I was like, "What?" So I, of course, thought it was a joke. I pick it up, walk outside. He goes, "Hey, Biff, it's Jim Harbaugh." "Hey, Jim, how you doing?" He goes, and we just started talking about Michigan football. He said, what do you think our record would have been last year had we punted the ball more? I was like, "Jim, I don't know." And we just started talking ball, and he said, "Why don't you come up and join the staff?" And I said, "Well, I'm running this high school program in Baltimore." And he said, yeah, but why don't you come up and join the staff? And so I met him at the bowl game. That was the Citrus Bowl that year, right, where we beat the brakes off of Florida. And we met in his hotel room, and we were demonstrating offensive line blocking techniques on a dresser that was in his hotel room. And then it was kind of love ever after that. And then I was here. That was what, 16, Dave? 16. And then Baltimore had a little bit of an issue in the city with a young fella getting killed by police, and city kind of blew up. And I said to Jim, I love it, but I got to go back. So we started this program in the city, St. Francis Academy. And then we were going on there. I was very happy there. And then he called me at the end of 2020 and said, "I'd really like you to come back." So I came back, and then it's kind of been, to me, Michigan, I've been a lot of places. I've coached a lot of places. I've played. But Michigan to me is, honestly, it's just like home, man. I feel like, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. I just want to go home.